Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, April 18th, 2023. It is 4:13 in the morning. Okay, this is part 1, Boots of Standard. I am able. The Lord will be your confidence. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 26, Amplified Version. I'm riding this 11,000 feet up in the heights of Colorado. It sounds cliche, but mountains are my Jesus place. And I just feel more tangible up with him when I go. I'm not even outdoorsy, really, but sometimes the need to run to a mountain is great for me. To retreat to the high place and find God in the evergreens. I feel a kinship to Jesus. He retreated to the high places too. My dear friend Kate has a safe, quiet mountain place, and months ago she asked me if I wanted to come. You can write there, she said, and when I agreed, I didn't know that my coming would wind up being about finding a new strategy for living. Sometimes God just gets us places and fills in the blanks later, I've found. Only He can have known at the time of invitation that when the date actually came, I would be scared to death and desperately in need of Him to awaken my inner warrior. After a long, chatty drive from the Denver airport, Kate and I arrive at the mountain place and spend the 24 hours mostly caved up in our own spaces, alone with computer screens and reference books and our favorite worn Bibles like spiritual hermits. I am an introvert of few needs in these types of scenarios, but after a day here, I get the urge to venture outside. Want to go on a walk with me? Kate asks the next noon, and I jump on it. I throw on my tennis shoes and wrap up in scarf and coat, thankful I had the good sense to pack a weather repellent once since the clouds are wearing gray. We walk and talk and solve the majority of the world's problems. See this house over here? She asked, interrupting our main topics only in small vignettes to tell me about each place we pass. She tells me about the woman she met with one too many dogs and how the house up on the hill might be a growing ground for weed. And on that note, how when she went through her last bout with cancer, a friend tried desperately to get her to try some marijuana brownies. I love it all. The friendship, the mountain air, the solving of the world's problems, the laughing over too much, the whole thing. This is church, and I need sanctuary. It is about 2.5 miles into our trek and conversations that I notice how I am winded, and it suddenly seems like a bad idea to keep walking. I ask the question I am not sure I want answered. Where is home? She smiles, acknowledging my struggle with the exercise at this elevation, pointing up the hill a bit farther. It's just right up that hill, she says to me, and then she adds, Will you be okay? Yeah, I breathlessly spit out. If it's only one more hill, I can make it. And then, as quickly as the words exit, they are sent back to me through mountain echo, harmonizing with the sound of our tennis shoes crunching on our heavy breath. Sarcastically, I preach an exaggerated first-person sermon out loud, struck by my own ridiculousness. Hey, Lisa, what do you mean? If it's only one more hill? What if there are 10 more hills? Then you won't be okay? You lie here and let your life be over? And Kate has to explain to your people You would have been okay if it had only been one more hill, but instead you rest in peace on the gravel road near the Weed House in somewhere Colorado. Woman, if you want to make it home, you'd be best as many hills as there are in the way. 1 hill, 5 hills, 25 hills, since the hill is the only way home. How about this memo? Just get in shape next time you go for a hike. Okay, so that's all for part 1. I am able. Thank you for watching.